Yeah.
The savings are too big to miss.
You can see that guy over there? I was gonna go for it, but someone got me. Maybe a t-shirt. Oh! Oh, dang it.
Chewy.com is an easy way to shop. And to your pets, it's a dream.
I'm on fire!
Save 20% on your favorite brands today. Shop online at Chewy.com.
Ow!
I'm Anderson Cooper. This is CNN.
An unexpected hurdle for Hillary Clinton's campaign just 2 weeks before Election Day. Major price hikes in Obamacare premiums. Donald Trump and other Republicans are on the attack while Clinton tries to maintain the lead in national polls. Our senior Washington correspondent, Jeff Zellman, is joining us from Florida right now. Jeff, Hillary Clinton is going head-to-head there with Donald Trump right now.
She is. Well, Donald Trump is campaigning in northern Florida tonight. Hillary Clinton is here in southern Florida. She's trying to urge Democrats to vote early. Now, at a campaign rally here a little bit earlier, she called Donald Trump a threat to democracy, but she had far less to say about one of her signature political issues, health care. Hillary Clinton in Florida tonight, opening a 2-week fight to the finish.
I feel good, but boy, I am not taking anything for granted. I'm going to work as hard as I can between now and the close of the election.
She's firing up Democrats in the biggest of all battlegrounds. 29 electoral votes she believes will block Donald Trump's path.
Americans are coming together. At the very moment when Donald Trump is making an unprecedented attack on our democracy,
A new CNN RSM poll shows 7 in 10 Americans now believe Clinton will win the White House. That means even some Trump supporters, like it or not, believe she'll become president. On a 2-day Florida swing, Clinton is hitting Democratic strongholds to bank votes through early voting. One way to minimize any pre-election pitfalls, like rising healthcare costs under the Affordable Care Act.
Ryan!
The race of Obamacare.
before there was something called Obamacare, there was something called Hillary Care.
Oh no, I'm on fire.
It could be an 11th hour liability. As Republicans pounced today, she was silent
I'm gonna
about
die,
it.
ain't I?
In a Miami radio interview, Clinton said millions of Americans now have health care under the law, but
I'm
acknowledged
coming!
shortcomings.
The costs have gone up too much.
Come on!
Really
Oh, I'm dead.
But former President
I was gonna
Bill
revive
Clinton
someone,
under fire
but this
earlier
weirdo
month
got
for
me.
pointing out flaws in the system.
It's the craziest thing in the world.
Now telling voters in North Carolina, health care should be fixed, not repealed.
Yeah, there's something
Come
wrong.
on. You
But
plant
you
now?
don't want to choose somebody
You that chomper?
who is the living embodiment of what
Yeah,
you
you
want.
are!
With 14 days to go, Clinton is in command of the race. But bracing for campaign chairman John Podesta's hacked email shows even he was flabbergasted about the decision back in 2009 to set up a private email server for Clinton at the State Department. When the New York Times first revealed the private server in March 2015, Clinton signed Neera Tanden expressing outrage at Cheryl Mills, Clinton's chief of staff as Secretary of State, who helped sign off on the email arrangement. Tanden wrote Podesta, "Why did you take this stuff out like 18 months ago? So crazy." "Unbelievable," Podesta replied. "They wanted to get away with it," Tanden shot back. Obama, who's heading back to campaign in Florida on Friday, weighing in last night on Jimmy Kimmel Live on ABC, reading a Trump tweet and his own response.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point. And Donald Trump. Well,
You'll go very high.
at least I will go down as a president.
Now, Clinton won the
Stupid
support today
zombies
from
won.
former Secretary of State Colin
lads.
Powell. He said that he would
Were
vote
we even
for her. Now, of
close?
course,
Oh, we
he
were
voted
close.
for
2 more.
President Obama in 2008 and 2012. He's a longtime Republican and says he fairly recognizes his party. Now, tonight, Hillary Clinton is headlining her last and final fundraiser of this campaign. By our count, 371 fundraisers in all. But we'll
I got
Florida
6
very well.
kills.
Interesting that
Not
she came
bad.
to Broward County today, one of the most liberal, Democratic-leaning counties in the state. She's trying to drive up the vote during this early voting period, hoping to bank them before the final 2-week stretch begins.
So we'll be around Broward, Miami-Dade, Palm Beach County. Those are the real centers of the Democratic
I
Party
would like
in
to
Florida.
buy
And
one.
there's a lot of population as well. So, Zeleny, thank you very much. So let's bring back our panel. Gloria Boyzer, look, Donald Trump had an opportunity there to really capitalize on the Obamacare premiums going up dramatically. Did he do it?
Well, he starts to do it, and then he can't quite stay on message. And I think that's the frustration of a lot of people who work for him, which is that they want him to focus on Obamacare. This is a gift basket to them, and the rate increases are a gift basket to them. And I think this is the test for Donald Trump.
It just went dark.
An actual
There's
issue
a little
is
flower
a
in the corner.
political
Little.
tool for himself to use. And
It's got brighter.
Where's
Where's the thing? Why can't I see my hand?
And as he admitted, to Rush Limbaugh,
Hand.
he said, they're trying to get me to stay on that and not defend myself on the women, but I have to defend myself. And so I just
Ooh, I
think
like
that
Crash
when
Course
you're trying
tonight.
to corral Donald Trump,
We are going very high.
It was only
Zit,
14
zit,
days
zit.
ago, so like, is it really going to make much of a difference? The Obamacare premiums spiking?
I love
It could
you,
make a
puppy
difference on the
dude.
margin, Wolf, in a couple of these swing states,
Puppy
except
dude.
that, one, early voting has already started, so there's a limited amount of time to make this case. Two is that this is not a signature Trump issue, right? This isn't that sort of Republican boilerplate. It's not one of his
I like
marquee
this
issues.
one.
And then as Gloria said, Trump has
We
a
are
hard time
going
on this issue
very
at the end of the
high.
day, staying on
Zit,
message
zit,
for
zit.
14th Street.
It could make a difference in Arizona, where it's
Let's
close
just use my
right
phone.
now. The premiums are going to go up 117% or 116% in Arizona, and so potentially Arizona, that could be a problem.
so 85% of the people, not to say this isn't a big issue, but 85% of the people get subsidies to defray the cost of the increase in their policy. So the other 15%, that's about 7 million.
Politically, it sounds bad. But people aren't going to understand all the nuances. It still sounds bad right now. So when he says he's winning in Florida, could win big in Florida, Rebecca, but is that realistic?
Well, the RCP average right now shows him behind Clinton by 3 points. Real Clear Politics. We use jargon here. We're Washington insiders at this table. But that's not an insurmountable margin for Donald Trump. Florida demographically is not a bad state for him either. It's the state with the highest proportion of retirees, which are Trump voters by and large, and they're reliable voters, which is very helpful for him. They will show up to vote on election
Bomb
day,
you
and
in
because
the
he doesn't have any
face.
sort of delegation, that helps. So that plays to his advantage.
Oh,
Also,
no.
noting Obama won voters without registration in Florida in 2012. Maybe he can reverse that trend this time around, and that can be this as well. So he's definitely not out of the game in Florida. It makes sense that he is spending a lot of time there.
Jackie, because it's Mike Pence is running mate. He says it's time for Republicans right now to unite around Donald Trump. But Trump is going after some of his former Republican primary opponents who aren't supporting
let's
John
go,
Kasich,
baby.
Jeb Bush, Lindsey Graham. Trump said he doesn't know how they live with themselves for pledging to support the nominee, but then backing out of that pledge. Is that wise at this late moment to be reviving some of those strains of bitter divisions within the Republican Party?
Of course not. It's like what Gloria was talking about. They don't want him to talk about the women who are accusing him, but he does, and he feels slighted by these Republicans who haven't supported him. He's even said, if the leadership got behind me, we could win this thing. Even setting them up for the people that he blames should he lose this election. When people slight him, it goes deep. He can't let it go, and they're not going to apologize. And, I think they're probably sleeping just fine.
And he also says, drain the swamp here in Washington. But that Coca-Cola swamp doesn't only include Democrats, it probably includes a whole bunch of long-term Republicans who are here as well.
Right, it's a bipartisan swamp. I don't think that message either is resonating as well for Donald Trump. I think what's hurting folks down the ballot is Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump has a unique core, 35, 40, maybe 45% of the Republican base that's his. That doesn't apply in states like New Hampshire, where yesterday the fact that Trump is sort of tied around Kellyanne's neck allowed Clinton and Senator Warren to just sort of tee off on Trump against Trump.
You have to learn how to sustain a message if you're running for president. And what he did during the primaries was he sustained a couple of key messages in addition to calling people names. He did sustain the message on Build the Wall, key issue for him. He hasn't been able to do that in a general election.
14 days to go, 2 weeks. See what happens. Stick around. Just ahead, how a major military offensive against ISIS could help the U.S. recover remains of Americans killed by the terrorists.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a burglar who broke into her home and ransacked the place, taking off with several valuable tuffets. Fortunately, Geico had recently helped her with homeowners insurance. She got full replacement on her tuffets. The burglar was later captured, but he was spotted with whey on his face. Call Geico and see how much you could save on homeowners insurance.
The new Pixel owned by Google, only on Verizon.
Okay, Google, show me Korean restaurants in Boulder.
I found a few places. The only network that can power the first phone with the new Google Assistant, unlimited photo storage, and a stunning VR experience.
How is this possible?
So buy a Pixel only on Verizon and get up to $300 back. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for just $160 with no surprise overages. All on America's best network.
David, you have one of the worst cavities I have ever seen. Okay, have a good day.
Aren't you gonna fix it?
Well, I'm not a dentist. I'm a dental monitor. I just tell you when you have a bad cavity.
That's bad. Much?
Oh, yes.
Where are you going?
Why monitor a problem if you don't fix it? That's why free credit monitoring isn't enough to protect you. At LifeLock, we not only alert you to identity threats. If you have a problem, we'll spend up to $1 million on lawyers and experts who work to fix it. LifeLock. Try 60 days risk-free using promo code TAP. Big Mac?